Good morning, admins. This is Kate LeSueur, and I am on, I think, module 8, Postcards Plus. So I'm going to show you how to do some geographic farms, where to find trigger marketing, social, business cards, all of that good stuff. And I just noticed I looked pretty tired. It is a little early this morning. It is 6:20. Let's get my screen share on. So here I am. I'm on the Go Hannah screen. We all know this. All right. So let's, under marketing, you're going to see Hannah Postcards Plus. This is also where you're going to find Trigger Marketing Social. It's down here as well. This is just a video. So if your agents are asking where to find Trigger Marketing Social, it's in Postcards Plus. It's right next to the auto mail option. So they recently kind of updated this menu bar. I'm not sure if the PDF that's on the admin portal looks exactly the same, but what you're going to do is go to My Lists down here. Hope everyone sees where my mouse is. And then I'm just going to go to New List. So create geographic area is what you're going to do. Upload My List would be if someone had an Excel file, a CSV that they actually wanted to upload. So I'm going to click Create Geographic Area. So one of your assignments is going to ask what is the difference between map mail and streets. So map mail would be if you are in a very rural area and you wanted to just do a radial search around one address. If you're in a suburban area or high population density, I would not recommend that because it's going to pull a lot of different addresses and you don't have as much control. So I would say map mail is really good for a rural type of area, and then streets, that's the one I'm going to show you. That's very suburban. So I'm going to click on streets, and then I do want to let you guys know there is this demographics section that you can pick different demographics and income and all this crazy stuff. I'm not going to show that, and I don't know if you would be the one to want to tell your agents about it. Just because with fair housing, we have to be really careful who we're targeting. So I would know that that's there, but I would not necessarily advertise it to your agents. So I'm going to call this My Neighborhood. And then pick a zip code. So I moved, but I was in Shaker Heights, and we have 2 zip codes. We have 44122 and 44120. You can add both of those to a farm, but you have to create them separately by zip code. So I would have to come back and make another one for 44120, and I would just add both of those. So if you have someone that's like, well, I need some addresses that are in a different zip code, they would just come back and do this whole process. So now it's going to take me to Real List, and you're going to notice all of the streets. So there would be some letters missing. I don't know what would be mixed. So Q's not on here, Z, Y. So there's no street that starts with a Z or a Y in 44122. So this is every street available in that zip code. So I'm going to, I think your homework asks for 3 different streets with different letters. So I'm just going to pick the street next to me, the store. So I'm going to click on S. I'm going to find store and click that. And then I'm going to hit add to Easy Farm. So a common mistake is if someone just goes to another letter and then selects it, it doesn't save that selection. You have to click and then scroll to the bottom, add to Easy Farm. If you have 2 S streets that you want to add, that's fine, you can do this, but the add to Easy Farm is per page of letters. So there's my first letter. I'm going to add Linfield. And then I'm going to add, so I'm just going to the different letters and then selecting the street, hitting add to Easy Farm. I'll add Townley. All right, so I want to show you a few things once you've added those streets that an agent might ask for. So maybe you have an agent that says, hey, I want to send a postcard out, but I don't want to send to my neighbor because they've listed with someone else. Or I don't want to send to my neighbor because I don't like them. So right here, you're going to see View or remove specific addresses. This is the option you'd probably want to click on if you want to get rid of 10 or less addresses. So if you have like some specific numbers you want to delete, let's say I don't want to send it to myself. Well, I lived at 3686, which is probably, I don't know why that's not, that's funny. Not even in here. That's my old house. So let's say that I lived here and I want to get rid of it. So I would just select that and pull that over. You can't hit you can't hold shift and click a bunch. They're all highlighted, but it's actually only the ones that you're clicking on. So you'll see that like kind of purple blue color. I would hit remove. All right, if that's what I want to do, I scroll down, I hit finish. And now this will be removed from your mailing list. And then I'm going to click next step. So this again, just remember, this is if you have like one or two, just a few addresses you want to get rid of. If you want to get rid of like a whole chunk, so when might an agent want to do this? Maybe they're targeting a certain school district and one side of the street is that school district, or maybe it's a street like Chagrin Boulevard, which is, spans pretty much all of Shaker into Beechwood and, into Chagrin Falls, just keeps going. Well, they can actually click on this edit button. And you'll see if they want one side of the street, they can click the odds or the evens, or they can say, you know what, I don't want the early part of the street. So 3434 tells me where this starts. And I'll say, I don't really want from the 360. And it's going to get rid of that chunk of Linfield Road. So that's really good for like a street like Chagrin, where maybe you have a lot of addresses and you don't want to have to pay for all of those postcards. So I click finish. And then I believe this page would be the one. So I have my admin training. You can just screenshot this page and you'll that will be fine for your homework. Okay, so that was create geographic area. So next thing we're gonna do, where do you find business cards, door hangers, and brochures? So if you're not doing the direct mail campaign, where do you find all of that? All right. So I'm going to go to my start page again, and then you're going to have not the direct mail. Let's see here, ship to me printing. All right, so under ship to me printing, so not direct mail, but it's going to send to the office. You'll find your Howard Hanna business cards. We have flyers that have, Howard Hanna flyers, door hangers. And as soon as I click, so I hope everyone sees this on the left of my screen, as soon as I click that, one of the options will say Howard Hanna. You're going to want to click that and see all of our templates. So you just, select how many you want, make sure all the information is correct. Preview. Once you've previewed something, you do have to click that you've reviewed the proof. So make sure that your agent does that. Once this is clicked, if there's an error on that and they've clicked it, they can't really do much about it because they did agree that it was accurate. And then just continue, that would be sent to the office. That's a pretty simple one. All right, so now let's go through what you would do actually to send a postcard. So you already made your geographic list. Excuse me. I told you it's pretty early. I haven't even had my coffee yet. So we are going to go to our start page. I'm going to keep clicking on the start page for you guys, just so you get familiar with this page. And then we have our direct mail option right here, right under new order. All right, so there's jumbo cards and then there's standard cards. I know while we're here, I'll show you this. One of your questions is going to ask for the difference between them. So on the jumbo card, it's 8.75 by 5.75. And that's, you can probably see those when those come into the office. They're basically like half a page of, like it's a 8.5 by 11. And then the other one I'm going to show you while we're here The other one I believe is 4.75 by 5. Oh, so 5.75 by 4.5. So you just have to type that answer in. I believe it is question 4. So just type those in. If an agent asks if they ever wanted to upload their own photo, or maybe they have a print service, they would just have to give those specs to whatever company, or put that in Canva or publisher, whatever it may be. Okay, so back to our start page where we're going to start everything, and then direct mail. All right, and I'm just going to pick an easy one. I'm going to pick the farming one because there's no real text and things to add to those. I'm just going to put farming. I want a jumbo card. I'm going to do the Howard Hanna templates. And we're going to do Browns football, Brown season. So I'm going to select Browns football. And then the agent just has to make sure that all this information is correct. Maybe they want to add their website. Maybe I want to make this go, well, my email, my last name is spelled incorrectly on that. So we'll have to change that one. And maybe I wanted to put like my social media name in here or something. Maybe I want to put my website, which is Catherine. So they would just go ahead and put in all of this information. And then I'm going to hit preview. Review. Remember, you have to review and click that you've reviewed it. So once I click review, it's downloading in this bottom corner. It looks beautiful. I go back to my Quantum. I select. And then if your agent really likes the card, maybe they want to save it every year, they could click Save to Library. Or in my case, I'm not going to. I hit Continue. And I think this page, the preview, is good enough for what you can screenshot, because now it's going to ask what list I want to use. And that list that we created in step 1 would be here under my saved list, street areas. And then I think we have what? Select my neighborhood admin training. So now I'm sending that to 143 addresses. All right, so that is, that was question 3. And while we were there, we did 4, and we are flying by. Our last homework assignment is trigger marketing social. So we do have a lot of other options when it comes to social media posts. I mean, one, they could just do it themselves if they wanted. There's Moxie, there's Agent Media Marketplace. But we do like to just show all of these so that you're more aware, and if an agent asks, you can give your advice. So I'm going to go to Trigger Marketing Social and then Dashboard. Mine is going to be pretty boring because I don't have any listings. So their properties would be right here. So we can add a property. We'll need an MLS number. Sorry, I should have thought of this beforehand. Right, so we're just going to take a MLS number. I'm going back to Trigger Marketing Social, and I'm putting in my MLS number. And typically one would show up. So of course, this is probably why I should have, let's try one down here. Should have tried this earlier. There we go. All right, so maybe the other one just hadn't loaded yet. So here's the property that I just added. I'm just going to put link to my account. All right, and then here it is. So this is exactly how it would look like for an agent. They would have all of their listings right here. I'll click Start Order. And then you'll be able to, so direct mail postcards, that's exactly what we just did. That was Postcards Plus. Just listed social ads and then open house social ads. You just click start and follow all the prompts. It's very simple. So it tells me what it's going to look like. Maybe they don't want the front of the house. They can change that. The one thing that they do have to do is put in their business page. So if I would always tell them to use a business page. One, it's just going to always, they're going to follow license law. They need to put Howard Hanna in their page name. You've got to give credit to the broker if you're ever sharing anything real estate related. So they would just tag that in there. 3 days, 7 days, 12 days. So this isn't going to let me click anything until I put in that business page. I guess it needs the. All right, so now that that has read my business page, it's telling me how much this might cost. And then I would obviously have to put in a credit card or something and pay for this. I would suggest agents try to make an ad on their own. This will help give different analytics, click-through, stuff like that. So will Agent Media Marketplace, all of those, and the Moxie social media will show that, I believe, in Module 10. Just wanted to point this out that this is here. And I think that was your last assignment. So you just click start order, follow the prompts, and you are all set. I hope that wasn't too difficult. And if you've got any questions, just reach out to me. It's Kate LeSueur, and I will help make sure that you can complete that homework. All right, have a great day.